Hi, this is Smita, a personal empowerment life coach and an executive coach. And today we are going to talk about the 5 tips to argue in a healthy way. We have all been in arguments that spiral out of control. Whatever the reason, these can leave us feeling drained and upset. You can avoid all this negativity and get better outcomes by learning how to argue in a healthy way that avoids escalation and resolves conflict in a positive manner. I'm sharing 5 tips with you that you can follow to have healthy and productive arguments with your colleagues, friends, and loved ones. Ready? Here we go. Number 1. Remember that arguing is normal. Arguing is a part of life and it's not always a bad thing. Arguing can be healthy. It allows you to express your feelings and opinions and it can help bring out a resolution. However, when you find these arguments getting too heated, that can cause damage to the relationships. That is when it's a flag that the arguments are turning unhealthy. And that's the time for you to take a step back and reconvene later when you are in a better mood to conclude those arguments or continue with your point of view in a healthy and normal manner. Number 2, try to avoid escalation. One of the best ways to keep an argument healthy is to avoid escalation. Try not to say things that will make the other person upset. Example, if you are arguing about who should do the dishes between you and your partner, avoid insults and disrespecting the other party. Instead, try to stay calm and focused on the issue at hand. Remember, it's about achieving a specific objective rather than putting the other person down. Don't use hurtful words or insults and avoid raising your voice. If you notice that your voice is getting louder, take a deep breath and calm down. Avoid bringing up past arguments because it will make the other person feel threatened and frustrated. This is very, very important. Keep your discussion to the issue at hand rather than raking up old issues. Also, avoid making threats and ultimatums, as threats will only worsen the argument. You also don't want to say anything that you might regret later. Remember, relationships are important, issues are transient. Number 3, focus on the issue. When you are in an argument, staying focused on the issue at hand is essential. I did mention it briefly in my previous point as well. Avoid bringing up other issues that is absolutely unrelated to the current discussions. Only talk about the current issue. For example, if you are arguing with your partner not doing the dishes, don't mention that they never take out the trash. It will just make the argument more confusing and won't contribute in any way in resolving the conflict, trust me. Try to stay calm and focused. It's challenging to stay on topic when you are feeling upset. I know that, but it's important to try. Be specific about what you are upset about. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when you don't respond to my message." It will help the other person understand your perspective and would lead to a more productive discussion. Number 4, take breaks if needed. If you feel like the argument is getting too heated, it's okay to take a break. It doesn't mean that you are giving up on resolving the conflict, but it does mean that you need some time to calm down. Agree with the other party to take a break. It will help avoid misunderstandings about why you are wanting a break in the middle or at any point in the conversation. Let the other person know when you plan to come back. This way, they won't feel you are abandoning them. During the break, try to do something calming, such as reading, listening to music, or walking. Whatever is possible, given the time frame you have and your mindset. And of course, the setting. Number 5, resolve the conflict. Once you have taken some time to calm down, it's time to resolve the conflict. Talk with the other person about why you are upset and brainstorm solutions that can help both parties. Listen to the other person's perspective. It's important to understand where they are coming from. Try to come up with a compromise that both of you can agree on. For example, if the argument is about who should wash the car, maybe you can decide to wash the car together. Avoid playing the blame game. When you use words like you did this or you don't do this, this is like pointing fingers at the other person, which will only make the other party feel defensive and will not help in any way in resolving the conflict. Be willing to compromise. This means that you may have to give up on some of the things you want to resolve a particular situation. Look at the larger scheme of things. Keep an open mind so that a compromise is possible. Be patient. It might take some time to reach a resolution that both of you can agree on. Ask yourself, what is more important? Resolving the issue at any cost or reaching a mutually acceptable solution while keeping the relationship intact? So those were my 5 tips on how to argue in a healthy way. Remember, arguing is a normal part of any relationship. It's essential to argue healthily. Resolve conflicts and avoid raising your voice inserts. Take a break, practice deep breathing, and try to resolve the dispute without escalation. If you follow at least some of these steps that I mentioned, you will find yourself arguing productively, respectfully, while contributing to reach a positive outcome together with the other party you are arguing with. Okay, so that was all for today, friends. If you liked this video, please drop in a comment and share this video in your network. I'll see you the next time with another subject. Until then, bye-bye.